Do you have any recommendations on where and how to improve our learning on becoming a tech expert?
I mean, this is more about habits. I answer this question saying, if you wanted to become an Ironman athlete, how do I become one? There's no quick recipe for that. It's going to be a series of small little habitual changes over a long period of time that will transform you into an athlete. I think we have a long journey here. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. And the most important thing you can do when there's a major transformation going on, it's not like running out and just trying to do everything over this weekend and then collapsing. It's small, consistent steps over time. So, for example, me as a leader, and I encourage all of you to do this, every morning, AI news, I'm at least 15, 20 minutes. I just have Apple News feed. I click on AI, I read all the AI headlines, and it helps me understand what's going on. On my lunch break, I go to YouTube while I'm eating my food when I'm not doing like a in-person meeting, and I will watch 30 minutes of my favorite YouTube influencers. I'm just absorbing constantly. I'm a bit extreme. I'll probably put in 2 hours a day average of just AI learning. But I think if you can commit to a minimum of 30 minutes per day of AI learning, that's the most important thing you can do. To be an entrepreneur, you kind of have to be a sucker for pain and you love the stimulation and the risk, right? We are ideally mentally have the capacity for this. So just feel, first of all, feel good. If you're an entrepreneur, which I think is 98% of this room, if you've got those entrepreneurial tendencies, once you start building those habits, you will naturally, like what we do well is we can understand all these different little opportunities and make sense of it and it'll turn into a new program. But it starts with habits and a little bit over time, and it won't be long before those entrepreneurial sparks start flying. And when that happens, the hardest thing will be to rein it all in and be really strategic about how you approach it. Because just like when I started my first .com company in early 2000s, like you're in the wild west where it can feel like your idea is in a vacuum and you get pulled in every direction. It's like, where do I get started? What do I do? It's just a bit overwhelming. So that's the next challenge. But the most important thing is every day learning, every day a little bit. Break it up into bite-sized pieces. You're way better off doing 10 minutes per day of AI learning than you are doing 2 hours on a Friday. Break it up slow. Know this is a marathon. Build it into your habits. Anchor it. You know, I'm trying to get in shape for skiing, and every morning when I brush my teeth, I'm doing squats in the bathroom, and my legs are getting shredded. I'm not even going to the gym. Those little anchoring habits with AI learning, that's where I would get started.